So good day to all of you. So next chapter, that is to study our next chapter, that is bioavailability and the bioequivalent. So we know the what is bioavailability or what is bioequivalent. So first, what is bioavailability? So the bioavailability means it is the rate and the extent means amount. That is, it is the rate and extent, that is amount of the drug will be absorbed from the drug product or any dosage form after administration, which is absorbed into the systemic circulation or in the blood circulation through the biological membrane, and it reaches at the site of action, which is called as the bioavailability. So this is a simple definition, that is the bioavailability means if the rate and the extent amount of the drug will be absorbed from the drug product or any dosage form after administration, which will be absorbed into the systemic circulation or blood circulation through this biological membrane, and it will be reaches to this site of action, which is called as the bioavailability. So this bioavailability, which has various objectives. The bioavailability, which provides various types of data, or this bioavailability has various types of objectives. So the bioavailability data provides beneficial information which are relating to the efficacy of the drug. So the bioavailability data which provide beneficial information which are related to efficacy of the drug. So there are many objectives of this bioavailability study. So first objective, that is to find out the extent of absorption from the administered dose. So first objective of this bioavailability study to find out extent of absorption from this administration. कुठल्या ड्रग मधून किती एक्सटेंट अमाउंट ऍडमिनिस्टर्ड डोस मधून किती ऍब्सॉर्प्शन होतं हे आपल्या बायोएबिलिटी स्टडी करून समजतं. नेक्स्ट, टू फाइंड आउट द rate or time of absorption of the drug. So the bioavailability study find out the rate or time of absorption of the drug. Next objective, to determine the amount of the drug in the biological liquid or the tissue. So to determine the amount of the drug in the biological fluid or the tissue. Next objective, to correlate the relationship between concentration of drug into the plasma and their clinical response. So the bioavailability study correlate the relationship between the plasma concentration in the plasma concentration and into the clinical response. Next objective, that is to compare the bioavailability from the different production batches. So this bioavailability study to compare, next objective, that is compare the all bioavailability from the different product batches. Next objective, to equate the bioavailability of the same dosage form, equate the bioavailability of the same dosage form with a different manufacturer. So this bioavailability study equate or comparison between the bioavailability of the same dosage form of the different manufacturer. Next objective, to compare the systemic bioavailability of the different dosage form of the same drug. So the bioavailability data or bioavailability study main important objective, that is to compare the systemic availability of the different dosage form of the same drug. म्हणजे एखाद्या ड्रगचा डिफरंट डोसेज फॉर्म मध्ये किती सिस्टमिक अवेलेबिलिटी आहे ते आपण बायोएबिलिटी स्टडी म्हणून फाइंड आउट करू शकतो. नेक्स्ट, टू डिझाइन द डोसेज रेजिमेन फॉर द पेशंट. सो दी बायोएबिलिटी स्टडी is required for the to design the dosage regimen for the patient. Also, this bioavailability study or bioavailability is useful for the bioequivalence study. The main objective, that is useful for the bioequivalence study. Next objective, duration of activity can be determined. So according to this bioavailability study, we can determine the duration of activity of the any drug. And last objective, that is to determine the selection of excipients for the dosage regimen based upon the bioavailability study. So कुठल्या टाइपचा एक्झिपिएंट किंवा कुठला एक्झिपिएंट कुठल्या डोसेज फॉर्म साठी यूज करायचं. So it will be defined from this bioavailability study. So these are the various objective of this bioavailability. Next point, there are two types of bioavailability. So first, relative, and second will be the absolute bioavailability. So there are two types of bioavailability. First, relative, and second will be the absolute bioavailability. So first, in the first, relative bioavailability, or this relative bioavailability study. So the bioavailability of marketed product or dosage form and area under the curve as recognized as the bioavailability of this marketed, म्हणजे कुठल्याही marketed किंवा drug किंवा त्याचा dosage form under the area under the curve from area under the curve which is recognized by as a standard, which is recognized by the standard which is accepted by Food and Drug Administration. So the extent and amount of the drug from the test formulation area under the curve, म्हणजे bioavailability which is from, which is a standard, which is or the area under curve which is from relative किंवा standard जो formula आहे किंवा standard जो drug आहे त्याचा area under the curve which is comparison study to the test formulation, जे आपण test formulation आणि त्याचा area under the curve which are compared together, this reference drug product which are compared to this test formulation, which is test formulation area under the curve which is compared together this standard or reference drug product which is called as a relative bioavailability. म्हणजे एखाद्या टेस्ट फॉर्म्युलेशनचा एरिया अंडर द कर्व कंपॅरिझन कुठे करायचं, एखाद्या स्टँडर्ड जो मार्केटेड ड्रग प्रॉडक्ट आहे त्याच्या बायोलिटीच्या एरिया अंडर द कर्वची कंपॅरिझन करायचं, विच इज कॉल्ड एज अ रिलेटिव्ह बायोलिटी. सो दिस टेस्ट फॉर्मेशन कुड बी, आता ते टेस्ट फॉर्मेशन इट कुड बी नॉवेल और न्यू डोसेज फॉर्म बीइंग इंट्रोड्यूस बाय द मॅन्युफॅक्चरर. आता हा टेस्ट फॉर्मेशन एकतर ते नॉवेल फॉर्म्युलेशन असेल किंवा एखादा नवीन डोसेज फॉर्म त्या ड्रगचा, एखाद्या नवीन डोसेज फॉर्म एखाद्या ड्रगचा प्रिपेअर केला असेल त्याचं कंपॅरिझन स्टँडर्ड ड्रगशी करायचं. द कंपॅरेटिव्ह अबिलिटी ऑफ द टू ड्रग गिवन ॲट द सेम डोसेज लेवल. आता कंपॅरेटिव्ह स्टडी कशी करेल, तो डोस किंवा त्या ड्रगचा डोस, द कंपॅरेटिव्ह अबिलिटी ऑफ द टू ड्रग्स गिवन, द कंपॅरेटिव्ह ऑफ द टू ड्रग गिवन ॲट सेम डोसेज आहे, म्हणजे एखाद्या दोन ड्रगचे, ते दोन ड्रग आहेत सेम त्याचा डोसेज किंवा डोस आपण दिला जातो, ॲज वेल ॲज सेम रूट ऑफ ॲडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कॅन बी ऑप्टेन. सेम त्यालाच काय एक दोन ड्रग सेम डोस आणि सेम रूट ऑफ ॲडमिनिस्ट्रेशनने ॲडमिनिस्टर केले अँड विच इज फ्रॉम दिस अँड विच इज ऑप्टेन शोन इन द फिगर युझिंग बिलो इक्वेशन विच इस्टिमेट. सो आता एखाद्या दोन ड्रगचे काय केलेत, सिम्पली सेम डोस आणि त्याच्याबरोबर सेम रूट ऑफ ॲडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एखाद्या आपण ॲडमिनिस्टर केलंय. So which shows this estimate relative viability. So there are two. First will be the reference product, the second reference product, or second will be the test formulation. ह्या दोघांच्या area under the curve. Area under the curve means the total integrate area of the plasma or concentration, plasma time concentration profile. Total जो integrated area आहे plasma and concentration plasma and time concentration profile, which is called as a area under the curve. So this is from this, the total area under plasma concentration time profile, which is called as the area under the curve. So for example, there are two formulation. First, this paracetamol tablet which are available, the paracetamol 500 mg tablet which is available in the market, which is act as a reference product. And second, this manufacturer or this manufacturer which the manufacturer which prepare paracetamol capsules similar 500 mg. So in the market they are available paracetamol tablet 500 mg which are available in the market. Same, this manufacturer will be decided with formulate or prepare this paracetamol capsule 500 mg and compare their relative viability of the two dosage form. So the relative viability of determine this comparing this area under the curve of the reference tablet dosage form which compare with test formulation, that is capsule area under the curve. म्हणजे जे पॅरासिटामॉल टॅबलेट आहे आणि पॅरासिटामॉल कॅप्सूल आहे त्या दोघांचा एरिया अंडर दी कर्व कंपेअर करून त्याची रिलेटिव्ह बायोलिटी आपण त्या डोसेज फॉर्मची काय किंवा त्या डोसेज फॉर्मची आपण कॅल्क्युलेट करतो. सो पर्सेंट बायोलिबिलिटी also calculate from this equation. So how we calculate this relative viability? So relative viability is equal to area under the curve of test divided by area under the curve of the standard multiplied by 100. From this equation we calculate percentage viability of this drug. If the drug or the dosage are not equal, if the doses are not equal, the equation becomes, समजा जर the dose असेल, आता आपण dose same आहे म्हणून काय हा फॉर्म्युला वापरला, relative viability that is area under the curve of the test divided by area under the area under the curve standard multiplied by 100. The whole has multiplied by 100. So this is real. If the dose will be not, if the doses are not equal, if the doses are not equal, so the equation will becomes different. So relative viability is equal to area under the curve of test divided by dose, area under the curve divided by the dose of the test. The whole this area under the curve or test of the dose divided by area under the curve of standard divided by dose of standard, and whole this multiply by 100. So from which we calculate relative viability. So consider, for example, the paracetamol, this marketed tablet that is 500 mg given orally, and collect the sample, blood sample, and collect the blood sample from the specified time interval, and this is collected sample from specified time interval. आता एखादी पॅरासिटामॉल आपण ओरली जी टॅबलेट आहे ती दिली आहे आणि त्याचं सॅम्पल एखाद्या स्पेसिफाईड टाइमने आपण त्याचं कलेक्ट केलंय, ब्लड सॅम्पल कलेक्ट केलं आणि त्याच्यामधला जो ड्रग आहे त्याचं ड्रगचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन विच इज अनालाइज बाय analytic technique. From this data we calculate, from this data or calculate data, we calculate the area integrated under the plasma concentration versus time profile or time curve. So which is, so from this technique or analytic technique we calculate the area under the curve of this paracetamol marketed 500 mg tablet. Okay, so area under the curve which is found by this paracetamol tablet, that is 150 microgram per hour ml, that is the area under curve of this is paracetamol tablet, that is 115 microgram per hour ml. And from the test solution, similar आपण काय करतोय, कॅप्सूलचं पण जे कॅप्सूल मार्केटेड प्रिपरेशन किंवा टेस्ट जे डिसाइड केलेलं आहे मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग, आपण त्याचं कॅप्सूल फॉर्म्युलेशन, दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज अ टेस्ट फॉर्म्युलेशन. सो सेम त्याचा पण आपण काय केलंय, एरिया एयूसी आपण कॅल्क्युलेट केलाय, एरिया अंडर कर्व कॅल्क्युलेट केलाय. सो capsule 500 mg plasma concentration is found to be 110 microgram hour per ml, which is calculated as a 110 microgram hour per ml. So from this we calculate, from this area under the curve we calculate the relative viability of this capsule formulation. So we know the formula, that is area under the curve of the test solution divided by area under the curve of the standard. So we calculate this formula, and which is multiplied by 100, we get the relative viability, that is 95.6%. So from this equation, from this relative viability, we calculate the amount of the drug will be absorbed from this capsule dosage form, that is, so 95. So total dose will be the dose of the drug will be the 500 mg. So what is the relative viability, that is 95.6. So the amount of the drug will be absorbed through the capsule will be the 478 mg. So this from this relative bioavailability, we calculate the absorbed drug from this test solution or trace formulation. So this is a relative bioavailability. That is relative bioavailability formula, that is area under the curve of the test solution divided by area under the curve of standard, which is multiplied by 100. So we calculate from the percentage relative bioavailability. Next will be the next point, that is absolute bioavailability. Next type, that is absolute bioavailability. The absolute bioavailability of the drug of the systemic circuit, or the absolute bioavailability of the drug is the systemic availability of the drug from the dosage form after extravascular administration, such as oral, rectal, transverse or subcutaneous administration, which compare with IV administration of the same drug. So what is absolute bioavailability? So absolute bioavailability of the drug, that is the systemic availability of the drug from the dosage form. आता कुठल्याही डोसेज, कुठल्याही ड्रगचा सिस्टेमिक अवेलेबिलिटी किती आहे एखाद्या डोसेज फॉर्म मधून, which comparison between drug will be administered to the extravascular route, that is oral, rectal, or which comparison with the IV administration of the same drug. So this absolute bioavailability of the drug usually measured by the comparing area under the curve of the extravascular with area under the curve of the IV administration. So simple. याच्यामध्ये काय असणार आहे, ऍब्सोल्यूट बायोलिटी मध्ये काय करायचं, एखाद्या डोसेज फॉर्मचे सिस्टेमिक बायोलिटी किती आहे, एखाद्या डोसेज फॉर्म मधून एखाद्या ड्रगची सिस्टेमिक बायोलिटी किती आहे, म्हणजे एखादा ड्रगचा डोस ओरली दिलाय किंवा एक्स्ट्राव्हॅस्क्युलर रूट दिलाय, त्याचं कंपॅरिझन कशाबरोबर करायचंय, IV बरोबर, IV ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेशन बरोबर. So which is called as the absolute bioavailability of the drug. So the formula for this absolute bioavailability, which is also known as the F. So area under the curve of the extravascular divided by area under the curve of IV. So if the dose the same, like if the dose are not equal, जसं आपण रिलेटिव्ह बायोलिटी मध्ये बघितले, the dose is not equal, so equation becomes AUC of extravascular, which is divided by dose of extravascular, the whole will be divided by area under the curve of IV divided by dose of IV. Okay, so if the fraction of dose of the drug administered or injected through the IV, which is 100% bioavailability, समजा एखाद्या ड्रगचा काय असेल फ्रॅक्शन जर आपण IV जर ऍडमिनिस्टर केलाय तर बायोअवेलेबिलिटी 100 असेल, म्हणजे कंप्लीट डोस काय होतो त्या सिस्टमिक सर्क्युलेशन, और विच इज F, that is absolute bioavailability will be 1. So they are considered example, the 200 mg of tablet taken orally, which average area under the curve from this 0 to 24 hours or in the one day. समजा एखाद्या 200 mg असणार टॅबलेट कंटेनिंग ड्रग असेल, टॅबलेट फॉर्म्युलेशन असेल, ते आपण ऍडमिनिस्टर केलंय, सो त्याचा एरिया अंडर द कर्व किती असेल, 78 मायक्रोग्रॅम पर ml, जे मिळाले आपल्याला 78 मायक्रोग्रॅम पर ml. समजा जर आपण IV बोलस दिलाय, द डोस विल बी IV किंवा IV बोलस किंवा IV इंजेक्शन दिले, so dose will be 50 mg of the drug, so area under the curve becomes 39 microgram per ml, 30 microgram per ml. So this is the by orally 200 mg will be dose, and we get this after one day, or in the concentration will be the 78, and after IV same drug will be given administered by IV bolus, that is the dose will be the 50 mg, and we get the area under the curve will be the 39 microgram per ml. So we calculate the absolute bioavailability of that drug will be by using this same formula, that is area under the curve of extravascular divided by this dose of the extravascular, the whole will be divided by area under the curve of IV divided by dose of the IV. So we get this formula. So percentage bioavailability, we get the ratio will be the 5, and we get from this percentage bioavailability, that is 50%. So the absolute viability of that drug will be the 50%. So simple. In absolute viability मध्ये काय करायचं, एखाद्या ड्रगच्या सिस्टेमिक अवेलेबिलिटी किती आहे, बाय ओरली किती आहे किंवा आयव्ही किंवा ओरली किंवा एक्स्ट्राव्हॅस्क्युलर जे ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेशन त्या डोस केल्यानंतर त्याची सिस्टेमिक अवेलेबिलिटी किती आहे त्याचं कंपॅरिझन आयव्ही शी करायचं. आणि फक्त रिलेटिव्ह बायोलिटी मध्ये एखाद्या स्टँडर्ड मार्केटेड डोसेज फॉर्म असेल त्याचं कंपॅरिझन दुसऱ्या टेस्ट फॉर्म्युलेशन किंवा आपण जे नॉवेल फॉर्म्युलेशन शी कंपॅरिझन करायचे आणि त्याची बायोलिटी कॅल्क्युलेट आहे, विच इज कॉल्ड एज द रिलेटिव्ह बायोलिटी. आणि ऍब्सोल्यूट बायोलिटी मीन्स सिम्पली एखाद्या एक्स्ट्राव्हॅस्क्युलर ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेशन केलेल्या ड्रगच्या सिस्टेमिक अवेलेबिलिटी किती आहे त्याचं कंपॅरिझन आयव्ही ऍडमिशन केलेल्या ड्रगच्या ते सेम ड्रगच्या आयव्ही ऍडमिशन केलेल्या डोसची कंपॅरिझन करायचं, विच इज कॉल्ड एज अ ऍब्सोल्यूट बायोअवेलेबिलिटी. So we stop here. Next part we will study in the next lecture.